Hey everyone, welcome back to Star Wars Anna, where we dive deep into the galaxy far, far away. Today, we're breaking down the epic finale of The Acolyte, Episode 8. Wow, just wow. Talk about an awesome ending. From incredible lightsaber duels to tying up some loose ends, this episode had it all, so let's break it all down together. Episode 8 is still mysteriously titled Episode 8 on Disney+, with no description available. They really wanted to keep this ending under wraps. This episode picks up right where Episode 6 left off, as Episode 7 was a full flashback to 16 years ago on Brendok. We see Osha putting on Qimir's helmet, which is made of cortosis, a rare ore that disables lightsabers and dampens all other senses, leaving her with just the Force, and wow, Osha truly shows how powerful she is.
Osha?
We start with Osha experiencing intense Force visions of the future. This isn't something new in Star Wars. Remember Anakin Skywalker? Many Jedi have had this ability. When Qimir comes to help her, his eyes go black. This part was a bit confusing, but I assume Osha enters his mind, similar to how Mother Anastasia got into Torben's head in Episode 7. But Qimir, being powerful, manages to remove the helmet from Osha. As soon as the helmet comes off, Osha's eyes glow red, hinting at her potential fall to the dark side. She tells Qimir about a vision she had of Mae killing Master Sol with an outstretched hand, not a lightsaber. But we later realize Osha's vision was actually of herself, not Mae. Qimir decides they should both go after Mae to see who gets to her first. We then cut to Mae and Master Sol flying outside Brendok. Sol explains that he contacted Vernestra and that the Jedi are coming to meet them. Meanwhile, Mae uses the PIP droid to break free. When she asks why Sol summoned the Jedi to Brendok, he reveals there's a vergence in the Force on Brendok that created the twins. Sol believes he now has proof that Osha and Mae were created from one being, split into two. Mae accuses Sol of justifying the killing of her mother and her coven. Sol insists it was an accident, but Mae doesn't buy it. This series has done an amazing job of blurring the lines between good and evil. We've seen Sol make questionable decisions, and the twins switch between the light and dark sides. After Mae breaks free, she tries to escape in a ship, leading to an intense chase through space, which I found visually stunning. Sol nearly shoots her down, but in another confusing moment, Basil interrupts by ripping out some of the ship's wiring, causing Sol's ship to collide with Mae's, sending her crashing to Brendok. Meanwhile, on Coruscant, Vernestra is confronted by Senator Rayan Court, played by David Harewood. He argues for an investigation into the Jedi, warning that their unchecked power poses a threat. This conversation foreshadows the Jedi Order's fall, highlighting the theme that power, even in the hands of heroes, can be dangerous.
I think the Jedi are a massive system of unchecked power, posing as a religion. A delusional cult that claims to control the uncontrollable.
We don't control the Force.
Not the Force. Your emotions. You project an image of goodness and restraint. But it's only a matter of time before one of you snaps. And when, not if that happens, who will be strong enough to stop him?
Back on the unknown planet, Qimir asks Osha if she'd consider joining the dark side. Osha refuses, insisting she's not like her sister. Their dynamic is fascinating, with Osha's fall to the dark side being one of the series' highlights.
We should be trained. Would you ever consider? No.
Then we get an incredible surprise, the first ever live-action appearance of Darth Plagueis. Fans have been waiting for this since his mention in Revenge of the Sith.
Did you ever hear the tragedy of Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Plagueis is revealed as a moon, watching the ship fly away with a menacing look. This is a huge moment for Star Wars fans, and I thought he looked amazing. Back on Brendok, Mae and Osha's roles are reversed. Osha is now in darker clothing and Mae is in lighter attire. As they fight, the Jedi arrive. Master Sol and Qimir have an epic lightsaber duel, with Sol ultimately disarming Qimir, but Mae, driven by her anger, disarms Sol and forces him to confess his crimes. I have to say, in my opinion, this is some of the best lightsaber choreography since the prequels.
I want him to confess what he did.
I wanted to protect you both.
Sol reveals the truth, that he killed Osha and Mae's mother, and that they aren't twins, but two halves of the same person, created by the Vergence in the Force.
A Vergence, you say?
As Osha processes this, she force chokes Sol, her anger bleeding into the Kyber crystal of his lightsaber, turning it red. I thought the bleeding of the Kyber crystal was done well and looked cool in live action. Osha kills Sol, fully embracing the dark side and becoming a Sith acolyte. The Jedi arrive, and Vernestra realizes Qimir is behind the chaos, also confirming he is her former Padawan. As the episode wraps up, Osha and Qimir leave, and the Jedi find Mae, who surrenders and had her memory wiped of Osha and Qimir. I was hoping that Osha and Mae would have combined into one being here, and was confused as to why Mae couldn't go with them. In the final scenes, Vernestra frames everything on Master Sol, telling the Chancellor that he killed his companions to cover up their actions on Brendok 16 years ago. Vernestra burns Sol's body in a ceremony reminiscent of Luke burning Vader's body in Return of the Jedi. We end with Osha and Qimir looking off into the sunset, which I found a bit cheesy, and Vernestra reporting to none other than Master Yoda. This sets up a potential second season, with Vernestra keeping secrets and possibly hunting Qimir, her fallen Padawan. What an incredible finale. This episode tied everything together, from Osha's fall to the dark side to the introduction of Darth Plagueis. I'd rate this episode a 9 out of 10. It may not be my favourite Star Wars series overall, but The Acolyte ended on a high note. Everything came full circle, with the corruption of the Jedi Order setting the stage for the prequel trilogy. What did you think of the finale? Leave your thoughts and ratings in the comments below. And don't forget, there's a lot more Star Wars content coming in 2024. So hit that subscribe button and check out our latest videos. Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.